You can buy 2 at a time and get them like 2 for like $39 or.
There's a lot of good bundles on their website.
Yeah, there's a lot of good bundles, and they really do work. So, and get one for your kids. I mean, the Squattypotamus, you want to talk about potty training? I wish that the Squattypotamus was around when I was potty training my children because it's important. It just makes it go better. Everyone, you can go to the H-Hemp company, that's hemp.com, and use the code OLR for 20% off your first order. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't forget my CBD oil. I keep saying that, though, and then once in a while I will forget, and then I remember because I don't feel as good. I took a couple of squirts this morning of the peppermint one, the peppermint breast spray. But theirs is made with only premium hemp cannabinoid genetics tested by third parties to ensure no pesticides, solvents, or any other contaminants. It's non-GMO and contains all natural ingredients, and they create their tinctures with MCTs. We're talking about the ketogenic diet. MCTs are very important for your health. Google it. You'll see. We talk about it all the time, but Paleo Magazine, visit them at paleomagonline.com to download the digital version or find a store or a steer.
Either or.
Here in Texas, you won't have to go far. And, of course, the Well-Being Journal, great publication heralding the integration of medicine with physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and social aspects of health. The Well-Being Journal is now available in both digital and print version. Order online at wellbeingjournal.com. Okay, so we're talking about doing squats today and deadlifts with Daniel Tagg and Elizabeth Albert. Daniel Tagg is an orthokinetic specialist trainer at Telos Fitness Center. He is certified in orthokinetics and the biomechanics, a resistance training. And this is new on here. What is MAT?
Muscle activation technique.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Is that what you're going to do on Elizabeth on your third date? Okay. So
on my knee.
And you guys are going to do squats and deadlifts together. So how awesome is that? Elizabeth Albert is the owner of Tread Fitness here in Dallas, Texas, and she is a certified personal fitness trainer and group fitness instructor and a certified fitness nutrition coach and has been a basketball trainer for 10 years. Elizabeth has a strong passion for fitness, nutrition, health, and overall well-being, and her goal is to inspire, motivate, uplift, and encourage people to achieve their fitness goals and improve their lifestyle, and she definitely doesn't just talk the talk, she walks it. Or not just walk the walk. What is it? Wait.
You had it right the first time.
Yeah, I had it right the first time.
You did.
You don't just walk the... You don't just talk the talk.
I walk the
You walk
walk.
the walk.
That's
there you
right.
go.
She runs it.
God, she does run it. She does.
Run on it,
That's
yeah.
Well, and you know what I forgot to let everyone know? That we will be at the Gluten-Free Allergy Expo, Allergen-Free Expo. That you going to go with us? You want to
Sure.
go? Let's make it a date. You want to go with us too, Daniel?
When is it?
It's a date.
I think we're going
Sunday.
We're going to both of them back to back. I think we're going to the Gluten-Free Allergen-Friendly Expo first. It's on the October 27th and 28th, so Saturday and Sunday at Dallas Market Hall, and then on Riverson Park is the Veggie Fair, which is always really fun, and you can drink beer there too. So
I'm so
yeah,
there.
you can
I'm
drink
in.
lots of beer. You want to drink beer?
Yes.
It's a date.
It'll knock you out of ketosis.
It's all right. We'll go work out after, right? Right
There you go. Well, speaking of working out, squats and deadlifts, what's the real difference between the two? I don't think most people know.
It's basically just where the load is coming from, right? Like Elizabeth and I were talking about this right before we came on. The second you bend the hips and the knees, I call that a squat. It doesn't matter where the load's coming from.
The second you bend
both the hips and the knees.
the hips and the knees.
If you were just to do what people call straight-legged deadlifts, right, where you keep the knees locked or pretty much just slightly bent.
You never want to lock them.
So that's what she said too.
Yeah.
Right?
So
That's
it
what
all depends on what the goal is and what the force is and how much extension your knees have. So if they are kind of hypermobile and kind of go behind the line, then it's not a good thing. If you want to just isolate the glutes and you're doing light loads, then you can completely lock out the knees. I would say it is a higher risk thing if you are doing heavier loads to lock out the knees, but it's not a must. Same thing if you're doing leg press and you lock out at the end, your legs just aren't loaded anymore, but they can sustain that as long as your knees aren't
Depending on
going
the
behind.
weight.
But I would say that the problem with locking out your knees, I'm an amateur over here, but I have done a lot of deadlifts and squats in my time. They're one of my favorite exercises, I feel, and especially if you do the multiple action when you go down to a squat with like a kettlebell in each arm. And I was actually, this is what I was doing. I'll show you.
Okay.
The kettlebells that she broke her toe with.
Yes. Okay. So she's got a kettlebell on each side. She's got them holding by her hands, and she's coming up, and then she does a row when she's down. So she goes down,
I like
does a
that.
row.
Ooh.
I got
and
a new
then
move
comes
for my
back up.
classes.
Switching it up.
I
Right.
like that.
And it works out every part of your body.
Yeah.
It really does. Or at least it feels like it does it?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. And you keep your back straight and your shoulders, strong and all that. But what I was going to say, so if you're doing a deadlift, okay, and you lock out your knees, then you're never fully really engaging your quads and your hamstrings and your glutamus maximus, all that.
Gluteus maximus, yeah.
Yes, because you got to get them strong in order to do good quality squats and deadlifts, right? So I don't know. I don't think
So if you lock out at the top, if you're doing like kettlebells like that, okay, when you lock out, the force does go through the structure, which is lower body limbs, and it's no longer loading the glutes, quads, and hamstrings, but you can actually still contract all of those and work on the isometric contraction at the top and get better neurological control, especially if you're doing just, 20-pound dumbbells or kettlebells on each side.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Now, if you want to keep a constant load on those muscles, then yes, don't lock out. But it's I never like black and white answers of saying like always do this, always do that. It's like, what's the goal? What are we trying to do? And then what are the risk factors?
when you lock out your knees, do you have a higher risk of hurting your back?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. And you're shaking your head? No, you guys
No.
are in agreement. That's
Correct.
so nice.
I agree partly. I'd still slightly bending the knee on the deadlift.
What
I
could
feel like
you hurt?
your knee.
Oh,
your knee.
got it.
Definitely your knee. Even like when you're doing a leg press and you lock your knees out, all that weight. Let's say when I used to do the leg press like hardcore, I'd go like 545s on each side. Like that's a
Wow.
lot.
That's a lot of load.
For my little knees.
Yeah.
So for me, locking out your knees in an exercise like that is just too much for
Yeah.
your body. Now, depending on what you can do in your body, everyone's different. I think that we're agreeing with you, Daniel.
Yeah, and I'd say like
Yeah.
keeping your knees bent is definitely the safer way to do it. Like if
Yeah.
you're not sure, don't lock them out.
Right.
So when
Period.
you guys worked out together, what did you do? Did you do squats together?
No, we did.
That machine, the power one.
Oh, the
We did
machine,
the
that's
spark trainer.
right.
So we did
Okay.
hit training and then boxing, and I made
I
her do
actually
some.
That's
hurt
right,
my knee
that's right.
on that
Okay.
machine.
Wow.
Did y'all
after,
spar
like,
each
the
other?
fifth-
Well, so did
That'll
you
be the
guys
next
spar
time.
each other?
That'll be the next time.
No, we did not.
Okay.
You down?
I don't want to spar her. I feel like she'd take me.
She could
She's-
take
she's
you.
got
pretty
that-
tough.
Totally take you.
She could.
Okay, well, I'll
She's
tell
got
the
an
story another
attitude,
time.
which is a healthy
She's spunky.
attitude. She's
She's
strong.
spunky.
She is spunky.
Yes.
She's fun.
Yeah,
she's fun.
Yeah.
Take you.
Yeah, and it has to be fun when you work out.
Yeah.
So, squats and deadlifts, what are some of the pros and cons of each?
So the pros and cons of each is it's basically like if you're having a barbell on your back, okay, the con there is that you're now loading your spine directly down the center, and if it slides forward, it kind of loads that cervical or neck, and that can be dangerous. Whereas if the load's coming from below you, a lot safer on the cervical spine or the neck. But if you go down too low, then you're tucking from the lower back, and you can load that lower back in an unsafe way. So there's pros and cons to both, and you can load up a lot more weight, push a lot more if you're doing the deadlifts.
Yeah, I want to talk more about this the next time you guys are in. And
Yes.
then
Maren Gare will be here next
Kip
time.
Watson. Who will?
Maren Gare.
Oh, Maren Gare.
coming in
Well,
next
Kip
week.
Watson. Well, we're going to talk because Kip Watson told me that doing squats, and I think Von England was here, and in fact, they're on tomorrow. Both of them said that doing squats activated some sort of sexual hormone in your body, and that you should do them regularly.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Yep.
So we're going to talk about that next time. I'll turn you pink again. All right, everyone. You know what? You get one. You get one. Thank you so much for listening. You get one body. You get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it.
The views and opinions expressed on this program